Hi, my name is Dan. In this video, we're going to be using Illustrator to build UI and web graphics. Okay, there's lots of free stuff here on my channel. Please subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button to get notifications. If you want more, loads more. Okay, check out bringyourownlaptop.com or check out the link in the description. All right, this video we're going to look at doing wireframes, but we're going to do some low fidelity hand-drawn ones. Okay, I always start with this. Okay, I draw it in my book and yeah, start working that way. And often if it's my own work, I don't get any further than this. I don't mock up beautiful ones in Illustrator because there's no point. There's no one to impress but myself, and it's a bit of ideation is wireframing, and I work from those. But yeah, if you are going to be sending it to the clients, it'd be weird to turn up with just hand-drawn ones. You want to sex it up a little bit using Illustrator to make your wireframes look really good. Let me go show you how I do it with my just hand-drawn ones first, and then the next video we'll do Illustrator.
So in terms of the wireframes, this is the kind of level that we're looking at. That is a wireframe, wireframe. Okay, let's have a look. Some other wireframes. Some other things and bits. You can see the level of them. It's just to get ideas down. Sometimes I put a bit more care into them, but not much. Okay, they're ones I like, you know, it's kind of at this level. Now, would I deliver this to the client? Say I'm working in a process where I've been hired as a UX consultant and I'm going in with wireframing. I'd put a little bit more effort into it, not a huge amount. Because what I don't want to do is I've had discussions where I've brought in Photoshop mockups, and it's the time to talk about kind of basic features and layout where people have started picking colors and picking fonts, or what I don't like the font. Oh, you can't call it that. So keep the language out, use Lorem Ipsum, use squiggly text for lines so people can they just get a really good sense of it, but without getting into too much detail. Okay, and if you're super special, you might get a little bit of color. Oh, look, highlighting. Okay, but that's about it. That's my wireframes, and that really works for me in terms of ideas. And the other thing is that don't just do one wireframe. Okay, one wireframe. You go your features list, and you start adding them into here, and don't just do one wireframe. I find I need to do 5. Okay, even if your first one, like, you know, you do this one, that looks cool. Then the second one, then the third one, then the fourth one. And it's not till you get a few through into them that you actually kind of work out a few bugs, because you might go, yeah, that's great. Then you force yourself to do a second one. You know it's crap because that was the good one. Then you do a third one, you're like, oh geez, they're going through the process. But I know often when I do all 5 and I force myself to, number 3 is the winner. If you'd stopped at number 2, you would never have got that amazing layout for number 3. Okay, so force yourself to go through and do some more than just one layout.
How good was that, right? If you want more, go check out bringyourownlaptop.com or check out the link in the description.